Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. I'm going to dive straight in. I have some channeled messages for you. I don't know if you guys are OGs or not, but I used to do a lot of channeled messages for the elements. So I've changed how I'm recording it. I'm doing fire signs today and water signs a bit later. You guys have different messages, of course. So let me just dive into yours. So for the fire signs, I have to mention it because it was pretty random and it might mean something to someone, but I heard Delta. It does mean, I think, the initial D, so that could be important, or the number 4 could be important, or you guys could be flying. I don't know what you're doing, but there was some significance there for someone. And the major thing for the fire signs was that there is a big fated decision that's coming up, and how it's coming up for you guys is that it's quite like destiny changing, if I want to call it that. It's putting you on a new route, a new journey, basically, and it's quite big. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna change a lot in your life, whether it's immediately or whether it's over time. It's kind of pushing you on a different path, and it's showing me like a train that very smoothly, so it's good, it's a smooth transition, is diverting down a different journey. So maybe it's something you don't even realize is, I don't know, but you are making a decision and it's fated. So I wanted to mention you during this decision, if you are relating with it now or not, Spirit is with you during this. So it does feel like whatever you're feeling guided to do, you're being guided by Spirit, and they're also with you. So you're supported making this decision. I also saw that this is a very big energy for the fire signs of wiping the slate clean. It's been a very key theme for a lot of people. So a lot of cleansing is going on in everyone's lives. So if there's a lot of transformation, etc., it makes some sense. It's all clearing the path for something new. What I was seeing as well with this energy was that there was something about needing to do the inner work before your external world shifts and changes, but most importantly because it's the work that you're going to do in your external world. So how can I see it? It's almost like you're understanding something or understanding something during this time in your life, connecting with yourself, and then you have this clarity about what you need to do in your external world to get back on the right path. Because how I'm seeing the external is like a mess. So I don't know if things are a bit disorganized right now, or if life just feels a bit chaotic and crazy, or if you're feeling a lack of path, right? Because sometimes things get too crazy. However it relates to you, I do feel like doing some inner work and connecting with yourself is going to really help you understand what your mission is and reconnect you to what you need to do, right? It might help you out. So there is this connectedness, and maybe you're seeing visions, maybe there's something coming up in your dreams, so pay attention to it, because I'm then seeing that you're entering a leadership position in your life where you're actually clearing it up, right? And you're doing the work, calling the shots, making the decisions that you need to clear up your life right now, because it does feel a bit messy, not gonna lie. I don't know in what way, because this is a video that goes out to a lot of people, and so I want to keep it inclusive of everyone, but I'm seeing a mess, girl. So in whatever way, it's time to get things moving, but internally first. A lot of the time we try to scramble and say I can only do the inner work when outside looks fine, but it doesn't work like that, because then we're doing things from uncertainty, maybe even making it even messier, right? Go within, figure it out, pay attention to your dreams, subconscious, etc., etc. And I think that you're going to understand a bit better, feel more supported in what you're doing in your external world, right? Your home, your friendships, your love life, etc., your work life, material world. That will clear itself up when you do connect back to yourself, okay? What else did I see? There was a lot about education and maybe enrolling in something new, right? Or educating yourself about things that you want to learn about. It's going to be very, very important for you during this week. So use the energy if you want to for your favor. It's a good time to start investing in yourself as well at this time. And then the last thing I want to leave you guys with is don't be afraid of making mistakes, okay? Anywho, let's dive into your reading. So I already have some goddess oracles out for you. You have Mother Mary, expect a miracle, Leo. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered, okay? I'm hearing something that I saw on Instagram, which is like, walk as if you have 100 ancestors walking behind you. So I feel like that could be important for someone. You have Damara, which says guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. This can also be your inner child too. Right, but interesting how we have Mother Mary and children. That's interesting. Let's dive into your reading. Let's see what's going on for you guys. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. You enjoy these videos. But aside from that, let me know how the channel messages were for you. But anyway, Spirit for Leo. 3 cards out. Community is important. Loyal heart. So funnily enough, these cards came out actually during water signs pre-shuffle too. So maybe you're dealing with the water sign, maybe you got some water in your chart. But let's see some more. Leo's energy. Come to the edge, which just came out for Aries too. Okay. You know when there's a quote that says, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. I really feel like it's really, and luckily we live in a time now that our brains don't really know the difference between people that we view online versus the people that we have around us, right? If you're being influenced by the people online as well, then it's kind of the same effect than friendships, okay? In my opinion, right? So surround yourself, whether online or in person, with really good people that inspire you in some way or even make you just happy in general, because community and loyal hearts is important. Now, whenever the come to the edge card comes in, it does represent that there is a big shift going on, and I wonder if it is related to your community. Maybe you're going to be meeting new people, you're changing your environment, right? And therefore changing the people that you have around you. But I do feel like with the community, you are going to have an important conversation this week with someone who is going to help guide you, even if it's just something that they say. They don't realize they're helping you, but it clicks with you. Okay, but find your community. It's very important. I'm gonna go dive into your messages actually. So visualize your energy going into the cards for me. Loyal hearts could of course be really good for relationships, right? So that could be really good there. Some of you again definitely needing to heal maybe your subconscious mind. Maybe there is some healing in your physical body that might need to be done as well. Yes. All right. Come to the edge does suggest that there is something that you've been standing on that is starting to crumble and fall, and it's only a matter of time before you take this leap anyway. So Spirit is kind of saying don't be afraid to change things up, and it's never too late to change your life, by the way. But let's figure it out. All right, let's see. For Leos, energy of the week is judgment. So it is a rising up in some way, which I like. This could be a really good time of good news, forgiveness, releasing, letting go, surrendering to the divine, which also feels quite important. But it is my card of a level up, right? When we let go of an old life or an old chapter and we start to be open and ready for a new chapter, we're actually allowing ourselves to move on into a new chapter, because otherwise we all have the capacity to stay stuck on the past, right? Why are there people who are living as if their past is still around them, right? They live in their past and therefore they're always attached to it. They never move on. It's changing for you. You guys are being called to release and let go, to surrender to something new so that you can actually move towards it, right? So I like that energy a lot. Again, could be a time of good news, but the Five of Pentacles doesn't surprise me being there. Oh, hey. The cards that we were just mentioning coming out together. Right. How? So Five of Pentacles being in your current energy right now does feel like there's a lack of finances, lack of support in your life. You feel left out in the cold here. Maybe you feel a bit lonely. Or again, there is some feelings of not feeling good enough or whatever it is. It's a low vibe, right? It's a lack mentality, probably because there is a lack going on. Whatever it's from, I'm not judging you. But it's the time that things need to change. It's number 5. The good news is over the next few weeks, you are actually healing. I wonder if this is a good time where you are asking people for support and you are the doors are going to open. Maybe you're still having to go door to door. I'm speaking as if it's a metaphor. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but I'm just feeling like you feel like there's a lot of closed doors in life. And Spirit's saying, well, don't just hang up on that one door, right? Go to the next one, because there is someone who's going to open it for you. And I wonder what that means to you. I wonder if that represents opportunities, right? Some of you could be unemployed, or you're looking for opportunities to grow your income, whatever it is. It could even be that friendships, etc., or love, whatever it means to you. It feels like it's showing me closed doors. You're feeling rejected and you're taking it personally, but Spirit says no. These closed doors are not personal. You just don't align or fit through it, right? It doesn't align with you. So always see rejection as protection in some way, that you're being guided to something better. Because guess what? Over the next few weeks, you're showing up as a 4 of Swords, meaning that you're inside the church now. You're resting, you're healing. There's more faith, I'm hearing, being restored, okay? And having the chance to fully rest, heal, and relax. Because this tells me you're in survival mode right now. This is about resting, healing, calming down. okay, and really healing your nervous system most likely over the next few weeks. So help is on the way. You know, they're showing me the help is on the way, dear. Anyway, challenge, Ace of Pentacles, stability. You're definitely feeling a lack of that. Your challenge could be your own triggers, okay, but it could also be about other people. So I'm gonna have to dive into that, because that could be a hater, or it could be that you're being a bit of a hater, and that's okay, right? Sometimes it happens in life. Seven of Wands is a really good sign that despite how things look right now, things are going to completely change for you. Your advice during this week, Queen of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune, which is that kind of like fated situation coming up for you. Okay. I'm hearing ask and ye shall receive. Okay, let's see the near future. Page of Wands, which looks quite good actually. This line as well actually looks quite good about healing and also having more opportunities and a bit more of a bounce in your step again, because Page of Wands is that childlike creativity and inspiration as well, right? I'm going to clarify this. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So again, fated decisions change and shape your destiny. So making better decisions or more conscious decisions will be helpful for you. But anyway, I'm going to dive into the messages. Let's go back over Judgment. Why is Judgment here? Four of Cups. That's interesting how it came over the Lovers. So it's something that you've been ignoring for a while, that Spirit really making it known to you. And that could be that there is someone already around you who might be your soulmate that you've not been seeing because you've been thinking too much about things and that you've been worried about maybe or whatever. And the Four of Cups feels like you've been delaying something or not looking at it, whereas it's coming your way now. So that's interesting. Some of you, again, it's about loyal hearts. If you are in a relationship, there's been a little bit of a lack of connectedness. Something's being made known, and we need to make time for important conversations too. But let's get one more for that. King of Pentacles. Well, we have Queen and King, so it does look like it's about loyal connections here. Maybe there's someone who's able to support you, for example, that you've been like avoiding, but this could be a good time where you could actually be getting help from a community. Or again, an opportunity of some kind. One more for the Judgment card. Why is this the energy of the week? The Nine of Pentacles, which also tells me this is a cooling to get more stable. I don't know why they would say that you've been avoiding that cooling for whatever reason. Why is the Four of Cups there? The King of Swords. Why would Leo be avoiding that? The Moon. And the King of Wands being there is interesting. So the King of Swords looks like it's about a strategy. You've been lacking a strategy to move forward. So you've been delaying. You've been holding on to something that's been crumbling. The Moon does represent distorted feelings or feelings in general that could have gotten in your way of stability, right? The King of Wands as well. I wonder if your priorities were on the wrong thing. The King of Wands is like, I just want to have fun, and the King of Pentacles, like, I need to think about long-term success. So the Nine of Pentacles is good here because that feels like maybe where things are changing. You're entering a new level where you're going to have a lot more abundance. Okay. Maybe recently you found out the hard way that, okay, the way I've been living has not been very stable and I need to change that. Okay, so whatever that means to you, I do see that is what's changing. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, why is this the advice for Leo? High Priestess. So that could very well be your subconscious mind in relation to abundance, right? Maybe you don't really actually have a big feeling of worthiness for abundance, and that might be the reason why it's not coming your way. Or there's something that, because Queen of Pentacles is a very strong person. She knows her worth, she knows her value, especially in terms of material world and career world, right? All about stability and finances. The High Priestess is about the subconscious mind. So in a position of your advice, it is about having more of an abundant mindset and healing anything in a shadow realm, right? Shadow world that might be creating a misalignment, if that makes any sense in your world, okay? One more for the High Priestess. Okay, oh my God. So this is something that you're healing. The Knight of Swords, Death card. They're facing different ways, so it's important here. running away from big changes or transformations. Seven of Pentacles is again working on, it's kind of beating a dead horse a little bit here with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like something's not been working, but you're not changing it. And I'm going to assume this is the subconscious mind that they're initiating. The Page of Cups, is about listening to your own feelings and emotions rather than paying attention to material side of things, if that makes sense. Similar to what we've been saying, needing to heal your feelings first before you are able to know and understand what you need to do in your outside world, right? So that's what I'm seeing there. Why is the Ace of Pentacles, I'll get my words wrong. Why is the Ace of Pentacles in the position of a challenge for Leo? Limited mindsets, yes, feeling stuck, feeling trapped in your current blockages, that's preventing you from, again, taking a step forward, okay? Could be a lot of emotions right now. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? What does this represent? The Queen of Pentacles, right? So it is about you being balanced and aligning to that stability that you desire, but you have to take the first step. I wonder if some of you is like, oh, it's going to take too long before I can get the things that I want, so you're just going to end up spending all that time worrying about not having it rather than actually doing the work. Not calling anyone out. It's something that we all do in life where it's like it might take so long for me to do something, so I'm not going to do it. I need something quicker. But then we end up spending all that time anyways, because that time will pass anyways, worrying, right? But anyway, whatever that means to you, that's a very good sign that when you take the blindfold off and find a solution to your current situation, you will find stability. And why is the Seven of Wands here? The Fool. So that is no longer resisting taking a leap of faith, right? Letting go of some things. That's interesting. Why is Leo holding on to something? Interesting. Pride? Five of Pentacles. Oh. Five of Pentacles. So the Six of Wands is great. It does represent that you're going to have a victory. But it's something about Six of Wands is like something about pride blocking you from letting something go and changing direction or doing something new. What is the Fool card? Five of Cups is focusing on things that are not in your life anymore, or things that have spilt, right? Things that are not going the right way, or things that have upset you. Whereas it does call for you to, change perspective. What can we do about it? What can we learn from it? What can we build from this and move forward, right? Not dwell. So the Fool could be changing your mindset so you have more victorious mindset around the changes that are being made. Understanding you're being guided for better things. So, with that being said, let me act like it, right? Let me just kind of like law of assumption here. If you believe this is going to all happen in your favor and everything's going to work out, it's just going to work out, right? Because you're moving in that direction. We'll keep it as that. Why is the Five of Pentacles the energy of Leo right now? There's a lot of confusion, a lot of unknown, right? A lack of clarity, and also maybe a lot of mixed feelings. So they really want you to process these feelings within. Why is the Page of Wands the energy of the near future? Empress. That's gorgeous. So yeah, you're feeling much better. You're feeling more abundant. Some of you could be getting some news about birthing something. That could be business. Don't worry. The Four of Wands, though, is a celebration of some kind about something that you're most likely bringing to life. Some of you, Empress, would be about conceiving, right? She is usually the pregnant one, the mother of tarot. It's also, though, about feeling more love for life, feeling more abundant, feeling like things are really paying off for you. So this is only happening in the next few weeks. But may it be that you're actually holding yourself to that standard and trusting that you're already doing your part and that the universe is doing theirs. Either way, Page of Wands, Empress, it looks like an opportunity is coming your way because you're attracting it in. Why is the Page of Swords a challenge? Six of Pentacles and the Star reverse. Now, Aries had a similar message where it was like you might be giving to the wrong things, or giving your time and energy to things or people, most likely, that are not helping you. Sometimes when the Page of Swords comes up, I do say, okay, it's time to really hold yourself back a little bit and not react straight away, but to think about it and to respond with more stability, right, in your reaction, so that you're not just lashing out at people or doing things that you know you shouldn't be doing, for example, because of a triggered energy or curious energy. Six of Pentacles is about your day-to-day. It does feel like there's something that you guys are doing that might not be feeding your dreams. It might be doing the opposite because the star, and it might also be preventing you from healing. So what are you doing in your day-to-day in your life that is actually preventing your healing? Is it being more triggered about things, more upset about things, more envious about things? By the way, I'm not judging anyone. It might not even resonate with you, and that's fine. But sometimes we get on that on the negative thought train, if that makes sense, on the negative bus, and we start dwelling right on that. But Spirit's saying change your direction of your focus, okay? Because the star being reversed here says that something's preventing you from healing and preventing you from giving to your dreams, okay? All right, why is the Wheel of Fortune the advice? Emperor. Well, really good for relationships, right? Page of Pentacles could be in a relationship. Maybe there's a clean slate coming through. The Wheel of Fortune is that kind of things are changing, right? It's almost like a new season coming up, because the Emperor wanted to come out on top of the Empress too. It does feel like you're gaining more control over your life. You are stepping into a leadership position in your life, which is awesome. There is more discipline coming up ahead, but it's all helping you to step into the energy of flow, right? You have to build a structure before things start flowing through it, especially for those, I'm just going to use the example of like passive income. You have to create it first for it to then work for you. And the same with manifestation, right? And things in life in general, you do have to do the work, but eventually it starts flowing. So that's why I'm seeing for some. The Wheel of Fortune could be, that there is some things changing in your relationship world, whether you're meeting someone, which does look quite nice. Page of Wands can also be about flirting and dating. So it does feel like some of you are going to meet a very beautiful partner of yours, one that you're probably going to be a power couple. But your advice, I guess, is to be open to the fact that everything can change and everything can be completely different. Okay. Now let's look at the Four of Swords. Why is this the energy of Leo in the next few weeks? Of course, it speaks about healing. And the Wand, it's a new life. I love that song. It's giving me the song. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. That's your energy of the next few weeks, right? Clearer. Things are clearer. Things are more victorious. Okay? So I do like this energy. The Wand is a glow up for me in tarot, but of course you need to have judgment first. So this surrendering, this releasing, this deep work that you're doing, understanding your blockages, understanding what might not be working, what you might be giving to that's not helping you, is really important for you to heal it, fix it, recoup, and then start building a bit better on something that you actually want to build towards, okay? And healing yourself too, so you can have a new cycle. Okay, my angels, I'm going to love you and leave you. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you enjoy these readings, if you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time, okay?